T here, and today we're back on Ark Survival Evolved. And today we're actually in a mech suit. So today I am going to be showing you how you can get your hands on these knight mech suits, or is it mech knights? I don't know which way around they're supposed to be pronounced, but it is a mech knight or a knight mech. Whatever, on any single map you want. That usually you can only get these on Extinction, because you can only craft them on Extinction because of the engrams that you get on the Extinction map. But I'm going to be showing you how you can get them on any map you want, along with all the weapons. And these things are going to be super awesome. They're not going to be the level 1 things that you usually get on Extinction when you craft them, because usually you can't level mechs up at all. I'm going to show you right now. This mech is a level 191. That means that its stats, as you can see, are just out of this world. Don't forget, also, I am on a boosted server, so these might not be exactly what you'll get, but as you can see, I have got a ton of health, ton of stamina, ton of weight, ton of melee damage. Movement speed always stays the same, but if you also look in here, I've got a couple of unassembled mechs that are different levels, well, tiers. It basically is on Ark. So as you can see, this is an apprentice tier mech, and that is a ramshackle tier mech. So you're wondering, okay, how in the world are you getting these tiers on mechs? Because you don't usually get these on Ark. There is a way to get them, because the better tier they are, it improves the stats that you'll get out of them. So as you can see, the ramshackle, 100% health, 87, 80, 87, and then you've got 200 and 100. Yeah, but you can see the stats for yourself. So they do change. So I'm going to be showing you how you can get the different tiers of these. Also, I'm going to be showing you how you can get your hands on the weapons that come with this as well. I believe it's the cannon, the missiles, and the shield module that you can get with these. I'm also going to be showing you how you can get different levels of those as well, different tiers like Ramshackle, Apprentice, Journeyman, Ascendant, and Mastercraft. All those tiers in Ark, I'm going to be showing you how you can get them. That means it'll either increase the durability or the weapon damage or something like that. So yeah, let's get straight onto how in the world you'll get a really good mech on any map. So just to prove, we are on the island map right now. This is the island, classic first map island, and I have a mech. Also, you cannot spawn any other mechs like the mega mech. You cannot spawn the mega mech on any other map apart from Extinction while you are fighting the Alpha King Titan. They are the conditions to spawn in the mega mech, so take that into consideration. You cannot spawn the mega mech on any other map, only these mech knights. So the first thing we are going to need more is access to the console commands. Yes, that is right. If you're on any type of server whatsoever, you're going to need permission from the server host to get access to the console commands in order to get these really cool mechs and go and have some fun with them. Once you have got access to the console commands, if you're on console, what you're going to need to do is go on to your pause menu, which should look something like this. To get the bar up here to appear, if you're on Xbox, it's LB, RB, X, and Y. Press all those buttons at the same time, and this box should pop up here. If you're on the PlayStation, I believe it's L1, R1, square, and triangle all at the same time, and this box should pop up as well. But if you're on PC, there's no need to go on the pause menu. All you got to do is press the tab on your keyboard, and a black box should appear on the bottom of your screen where you can type the commands in. So, without that out of the way, let's get on to the codes that you will need to to get your hands on some really cool mech, high level mechs. So here is your basic code, mortals. When I mean basic, this will let you spawn in an unassembled level 1 mech. So I'm going to show you real quick. So the code is cheat lever space GFI lever space spawner underscore mech lever space 1 lever space 0 lever space 0. So it's very easy and very simple. I'm going to spawn it, and you're going to see in my inventory right now, this is a primitive mech. So there's nothing really that good about it whatsoever. It is just basic stats. It's actually really terrible stats compared to that guy over there, which is amazing. So how do you get that guy over there, the level 191? Well, it's very simple. We're going to go back into this code, and we're just going to change one simple thing. The first 0 you come across, we're just going to change that to any number. When I say any number, don't go crazy and put like a million in. There's absolutely no point. I'm just going to change that 0 to a 10. So the code should read cheat lever space GFI lever space spawner underscore mech lever space 1 lever space 10 lever space 0. Now, if this code isn't working for you because you're on some type of server, try admin cheat instead of just cheat, and the code should work. So now let's activate this guy, and we're gonna check our inventory. So as you can see, it's actually come up with a journeyman unassembled mech. It's actually a level 195, and the stats are way boosted. So trying to get these tiers is kind of unpredictable. You can never assume that you're going to get a certain tier, because the number system in Ark just doesn't tend to work that well. Sometimes you can put in 10, as you can see, and I got a journeyman, but sometimes you can put in 10 again and you might get a mastercraft or something. It's really weird. So as I've just proven, I have just got an ascendant one by putting 10 in again. So yeah, it is weird. The number system doesn't tend to work that well in Ark. So yeah, as you can see, that's a level 211. Just changing that first 0 to a higher number will increase the stats of your mech. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to spawn that big guy in. Level 471. This is kind of a red one. Now you can paint these any color. You don't have to be stuck with the color that he spawns in, and you can paint them whatever. So as you can see, this one's like black. This one's got like a reddish tint to it as well, but you can paint them. Also keep in mind, mortals, that these do use fuel, and the fuel they use is element. So if you want to keep this going for quite a long time, you are going to need to put some element into its inventory. You can fly with this a certain distance, but as you can see, the heat meter is going up. That means once that hits roughly about 90-92, your mech will fall to the ground and it will have to cool down before you can use it again. Keep that in mind. But like I said in the beginning, there are 3 different types of modules or weapons that come with this mech, but you have to spawn them in individually. So you have the shield module that will create a bubble shield around your mech in quite a big area, to be fair. You also have the missile module, which will shoot just a bunch of missiles in random directions, but roughly in the same direction you're looking at. And then you have the cannon module. That is what it says is it's a massive cannon that will shoot one bullet. It's not really a bullet, it's a missile kind of thing. It's massive, it's a rocket in the direction that you are looking, and it will give you like an aim reticle and everything anyway. But there are ways to get those leveled up as well. So let me walk you through those. So here is your first code, mortals. It's going to be cheat lever space GFI lever space mech backpack underscore shield lever space 1 lever space 0 lever space 0. Now this is for the basic shield weapon or module for your mechs. So as you can see, it is right here. This is the basic one. The basic one usually gives you roughly about 20 armor. The weight always stays the same, and as far as I know, the durability on these always stays the same as well. The way to get these higher from primitive all the way say up to ascendant, the only thing that is going to change is the armor amount. So let's go back into the code, and yet again we're just going to change the first 0 to a different number. I'm just going to whack it to 10, and I'm going to put it in. So as you can see, this is an ascendant shield module, and it's giving me 60.4 armor instead of the standard 20. We go back into the code one more time, and let's just change this to 100. See if we get something really crazy. So no, we haven't really got anything crazy. It's gone up to 64.2 armor. So yet again, the number system in his arc is kind of weird when you're trying to change the tier of the item that you want. It's only gone up by 4 armor, which isn't a really big deal. We can now just equip this and then activate it. I'm just going to show you what this shield is like. So it's quite a big radius. It doesn't follow you around when you move, so you can fight in here, so while other projectiles will not harm you. That is the first module. Let's move on to the second code. So here is your basic code for the missiles. It is cheat lever space GFI lever space mech backpack underscore missile pod lever space 1 lever space 0 lever space 0. So as you can tell, this is for the missiles. It is the basic version, so it is the primitive version. So here the weight will remain the same, armor will not change, the durability will not change, but the weapons damage will change when we change that first 0. So just keep an eye on that. Let's go back into the code yet again. We'll change it to 10 first. We'll check our inventories. So it's this one right here. The weapon damage has gone from the standard 100 to 396.5. Now let's try this again by changing the 10 to 100. Putting it in, we get another ascendant one. So the damage hasn't changed that much. So we got one that's 396.5, whereas the other one was only 386. So not a lot of difference in the damage range, even though they're both ascendant, and one is 10 and the other is 100. So the numbers for the tier system are completely messed up. But that is the missile pod out the way. Let's move on to the last module that you can get for the Mech Knight. So here is the basic code for the cannon. So it is cheat lever space GFI lever space mech backpack underscore siege cannon lever space 1 lever space 0 lever space 0. So let's put that in and look at the stats that it comes with. So here it is. Yet again, weight will remain the same, durability will remain the same, and the armor will remain the same for this one as well, which is 0. But yet again, the weapon damage will change. So at the moment, we have the base 100% damage. So we're going to go back into the code and change the first 0 to a 10 and see what we get. We got an ascendant version, so the weapons damage has gone up to 361.5% damage, so it has increased quite a lot. We'll go back into the code again and change the 10 to 100. Spawn one in, and honestly, the new one actually gave me less. Yeah, the new one actually gave me less damage. So it's 166.4. So yet again, proving that the tier system that they worked with numbers just doesn't work properly. So number 10 actually gave me a better weapons damage than a number 100 did. So keep that in mind. But there you have, mortals. That is how to get your hands on an absolutely super mech, super level, super damage, and just super cool to have just around your base, looking really, really awesome. But mortals, I hope you have some fun with this. Maybe mess around with it a bit yourself. Hope it helps you out, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.